Let me see here. Okay. What's good, bro? What's good? Uh-oh, too loud. I'm just waiting for more people to get into the stream. How you doing, Geekdom of Gore? How you doing? I'm just waiting for some more people to get in. We're gonna do 10. Okay, we're gonna do 10 websites. So if you guys got y'all websites together, leave it in the chat box. I'm gonna tell y'all when though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna wait for everybody to do what they gotta do. I want to give people a fighting chance first. Thanks, man. I'm glad that you appreciate the videos. I definitely I was just thinking about that like earlier. I was like, man, I used to be scared to make these videos, but then I was just like, man, I'm a master of my craft, so I might as well just put them out there, and if anybody don't like them, forget it, but it just seemed like as time was going on and on, people were learning more from me. It just became more valuable and stuff like that. People started liking the videos. Even though I didn't like some of my earlier videos and stuff like that, people started liking those, you know what I'm saying? And then it just became something that, it's expected. Like, it's good. It's going to be good whenever I drop it. So I'm glad that you appreciate the knowledge and stuff like that. I'm glad you appreciate the value and all that. I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing, even in some of these terms, like where I'm trying to use some of these videos to help my PhD program, because I'm actually gonna start my PhD program next month. You know what I'm saying, or the month after, September. But I'm gonna start the PhD program, and I just need some of that backing and stuff like that. So people who are supportive and all that stuff, if you're on the channel, smash the like button whenever you can and stuff like that. It's definitely helping me out. Is calf press good for posting t-shirt designs? The wife and I want to start. I haven't heard much about calf press. I mean, I've heard about it, but I haven't heard much about it. That's something I probably have to look into. I'll probably do a video on the different like PLDs that you guys can get into. You guys got a t-shirt shop or something I can review? Let me see if I can share this out to my Facebook friends real quick. Actually, we're going to go from here. Look like the chat box is a little too small, so let me kind of scale this out. We're gonna start in a few more minutes, so you guys, if y'all want to fix up y'all websites and stuff like that, go ahead. But we're gonna start in a few minutes. I just gotta share out this link real quick. Okay, I am ready. So I'm gonna go back into here real quick so I can see what everybody's talking about. Have you used Inkscape before? I had Inkscape actually on my computer, but for some reason it wasn't working. Like I click on it, stuff like that, and it would never open up. So I let it go. I'm a new brand. I am brand new to the online business world. I've learned so much from you and continue to learn. I look forward to your videos. Thanks for sharing so much valuable information. No problem, Lupe, man. Definitely. Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, just in the case that, just for this case, if nobody has, like, let me turn down the music. Just in case nobody has a t-shirt website or anything like that, or if you guys don't have anything, I'm just gonna go through some auto-generateds, which right now I got Supreme up, which is one that I think a lot of people can learn a lot from. I kind of feel like, Supreme has been actually killing the game in New York. I'm just gonna keep it real. What's up, Jason? So there's some things that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about. And man, like, I've been working on these lookbooks and stuff like that, and Supreme is pretty much good with that. But having it set up like this to where people can just see some stuff like this, I'm actually gonna show you guys something. I'm gonna have a video coming out next week. It's gonna be a challenge on website design and stuff like that for t-shirt shops. I want to show you guys something amazing. You guys are gonna love this. But just getting a little bit creative. This is something that we talk about a lot in AIGA. We talk about, how can we change the experience for people on their websites, stuff like that. So when people go to y'all's website, there's an actual experience. There's something that keeps them there, that drives them into coming. So what we're doing right now is we're looking at Supreme, and if you guys know anything about Supreme, they have a system, you know what I'm saying? And the system is what the look and feel is about. So let's just say we're going into, like, I don't know, the shop area, right? It looks like their stuff is closed because they're putting out that winter and that fall stuff. Dang, so I don't even know if I can even look at Supreme right now. No, we could look at that lookbook though. They have these little, pictures and stuff like that. These are actual, like, photography, like, photos, stuff like that. It's not like a mock-up or anything like that. But, you guys can kind of flip through and then get, like, the look of what they're doing, right? Like how they're wearing it, not just the t-shirt and stuff like that. It's a shame that we can't click on it and it goes straight to the shirt anymore, because I guess they're actually moving their inventory for the fall and stuff like that. That's what it said. So, but this is pretty cool. We're gonna look at another website because I can't even with this one. We're gonna go to dropdead.co. Is it Dropdead Clothing? Dropdead.co. So you guys, you just go ahead and mute this. Oh, no, this is pretty cool. So Dropdead is, you guys probably seen them on YouTube. They're doing a whole lot of stuff on YouTube. Actually, they kind of work on different projects. As you can see, they get outsourced to do, Jurassic Park stuff. They were working on, like, Star Wars and all that. Like, this is, what they do. But let's try to find, like, their shop area and all that stuff. So we hit the hamburgers, we go into the meals, and we just look at mail all, right? Just that experience from, going from this Jurassic Park, kind of like, I mean, even look at it, like, when they were loading up, like, did you guys see this at the bottom where it said, well, you guys can't see it, but over here at the bottom, it says, like, system is looking and all that stuff. Let me kind of look at it. It says, system ready, accessing files, all that stuff. It's just loading up on that side and all that. And then, all these pictures to go along with it that, looks like Jurassic Park and all that. And I think, can we click on any of these buttons, stuff like that? No, these are just logos. But, they're just flashing. And this is what we call a, what do we call this? We call this a landing page, right? Because it engages you to, like, click and move things around. Like, I guess this is actually kind of cool because you can kind of play with this, right? But and you can look at different things. Like, I think Drop Dead is doing some really cool stuff, you guys. I'm just gonna keep it real. But let's just say we just want to go ahead and look at, like, some other stuff. So we're just gonna go into let's just actually, I want to see what Game of Thrones is about. So we're gonna go into mail for Game of Thrones. Now, do you guys see, like, how they lay out this stuff? You got, like, a t-shirt, another t-shirt, a book bag. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing just, I mean, they do have it in categories to where, like, they have, t-shirts for stuff like that, or accessories and all that. But on this landing page here, they just have Game of Thrones stuff. Like, look at this jacket right here. This is the site experience, like, it's very minimalistic, like, a lot of white space. You know, you could just look at the picture if you want to, envision yourself in it. I mean, this is for guys, women. But you know, if somebody wanted to look at this, you know, they can envision themselves in that or whatnot. They can, you know, look around and have pictures that you know, invites them to actually pick that up. Nowadays, people are using androgynous models. Have you guys noticed that? Like, they use androgynous models, and with those guys that look like women, or those women that kind of like men and stuff like that. So you can get that sense of, okay, maybe this is a woman, and maybe this is for women, maybe this is for guys and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really dope, man. Let's go into like, well, they're out of stock and everything, so all they got left is like small. So this actually might be for a woman. But you know what? I clicked on guys of Game of Thrones, and that's what came up, was a guy that looks like a girl. So, you know, he's giving me that Michael Jackson vibe, kind of, you know. But yeah, it's pretty laid out. You know, they really aren't focusing on just, you know, I guess t-shirts and shirts and stuff like that, and book bags. They're just throwing them all out at once, and then right here they have this experience where it's like, you know, two pictures in the middle, like right here in the middle, slap down the middle. It's the same, you know, shirt, but you know, like, you can click on either one of them and it takes you to, you know, that actual style. That's just kind of the experience that people want. Like, they want to see it. They don't want to have to dig for it and stuff like that, because if they're digging for it too much, then it's kind of, you know, getting on their nerves, you know. But I mean, I like the way this looks. You know, they got buttons down here at the bottom. It just invites you to keep going through. Let's go to mail all. Man, I don't know what this is. A summer cold, man. I am sick. You know, I like how, like, this is one thing, and if I had to like copy and just, you know, design for somebody, like, I really love how like Drop Dead do their stuff. Like, look at this shirt right here. You know, this is a good look. I wish Smiley Outfitters can get to this point where we're doing stuff like this, but this is a really good, really good t-shirt. How you guys feel about this t-shirt right here? Let me look at the chat real quick. So, Is Canon 7 said, how do you print out your tees? I don't print tees anymore, okay? Like, I did it like maybe one time for like maybe 2 months or whatnot, and I was just like, I'm okay, I don't need to do this. And it was really not even for my store or anything like that. It was for a library event. I did it for, I think it was, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was like Build a Better World or something like that. And in my section, my little segment, it was called Build a Better Tee. And basically, I just had a bunch of people in the classroom, and I showed them how to like print and then put on a t-shirt. Now, a lot of people don't like the stuff that, you know, comes with like printing and stuff like that, but you can get like transfer papers and stuff like that, small little transfer papers from like Walmart. A blank t-shirt, a nice blank t-shirt. I would say stay away from the Fruit of the Looms and go more into like, you know, American Apparel. I think Bella Canvas is really cool too. You can get some Bella Canvas t-shirts and stuff like that, and you can print out, what is it, the transfer paper, and then, you know, heat press it down and stuff like that. That's the basic form of it. All right, now there's other people who do like screen printing. T-shirt Chick is really good at that. You have other people who do, well, no, she does vinyls, but she has done some screen printing. You have other people that do screen printing, vinyls. There's other ways of doing it, you know, direct to garment. What is it? I think a lot of people are moving to direct to garment just to save paper, save money on paper. But I think that ink is still knocking people back as far as like money go. But there's a whole lot of different, stuff. I actually like print on demand. With that's Jamal Lilly, sorry about that. Jamal Lilly says, how do you feel about print on demand? Print on demand is pretty cool to me. I think it's, you know, it's a way for you not to keep inventory, so you can work on other things like design. You can work on the business of things. You can work on the SEO, trying to get everything targeted right. You can work on ads and stuff like that. You don't have to work on printing. You can just give it to somebody who actually knows what they're doing and stuff like that. So I like print on demand. Sean Blake says, I like that the design on the screen. Yeah, the design was clean, wasn't it? Drop Dead is really clean, you guys. You guys should really check them out. I think if they're not, you know, the next like Gucci, you know, they're pretty darn close to it. Like, look at this design. Like, they have a front design right here that says, I can't wait to. And then, you know, on the back it says Drop Dead. You know, like, it's this really clever stuff that they got going on. And now if we was to like inspect the back, so I want to go into inspect and kind of like, well, not the inspect. Let's turn off the inspect. I want to go into what is this? View the page source. And I just kind of want to see what they say as far as like, you know, content and stuff like that. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see this too well, but this is a Shopify, okay? So you guys, if you ever thought that Shopify was like, you know, what's the word? Unprofessional. If you guys were thinking that Shopify was unprofessional, they're running their business off of Shopify, okay? So right here, this is a Shopify, you know, template or whatnot in the JavaScript or whatnot. It says right here that their description is oversized, can't wait hoodie, okay? It doesn't look like they have any keywords or anything like that in the back end, but and I know this is probably boring to some of you guys. I know this is kind of boring to some of you guys, but I like to look at stuff like this. This is data mining. This is to see how they're getting, you know, getting stuff off and all that. And we're gonna go through other websites and stuff like that, so you guys can see some of the backside data. But yeah, man, you know, I like how they're doing their stuff here. Drop Dead has always been pretty cool, so I'm just gonna go through the women's section for you guys, just in case there's some women in here. I don't want it to seem like I'm sexist or anything like that, so we're gonna go through women and see what they got going on. Yeah, Drop Dead is clean. And if you see their mobile version, I'm not, the last month mobile version was pretty cool. I don't know what they got going on for this month, but they're looking pretty good. Look at this woman. It says cry and die, you know, and this is a tie-dye shirt. Like, you can't see it through the pictures, but the picture is a tie-dye shirt. Let's see what people are saying. It says, like the design, Jason said, I make plastisol heat transfers if anyone needs some. Jason, you're going to be a plug here, man. You a plug here because I'm just a designer. I don't do no type of printing or anything like that. Jason is the plug. So if you guys need some, if you guys need any type of, you know, heat transfers or anything like that, hit my mans up. But yeah, you see this is like, Jason, do you do tie-dye? You know what I'm saying? How many people have done tie-dye and then went back over it and printed a design on the actual shirt? Like, this girl is low-key kind of androgynous herself, man. Like, she kind of looks a little manly on the side, but she's not, you know? That's what's up, Sean. So right now in the chat, we got a guy who does plastisol heat transfers, and we have Sean Blank here who codes websites, okay? So if anybody need it, you know what I'm saying, those y'all's plugs right there. So I want to look at some more people's stuff, man. So I'm gonna let you guys, if you guys got a t-shirt shop, this is y'all's time to drop it in. I'm gonna look at it. I'm only doing 10 today, so I just got done doing 1. It says, so Child of 83 said, I know you don't like bootleg t-shirts, but bootleg shirts are a staple in the new, in the hip hop fashion game. They are corny and oversaturated now, but back in the 90s, they were more original. Yeah, I say that a lot of people are nowadays looking for quality, looking for a quality t-shirt. And when they say quality t-shirt, we're talking about like, you know, weight wise as far as that shirt go. And that's why a lot of people say don't go for the bootleg t-shirt and stuff like that, or unless you're talking about the design. You know, the design can be, you know, bootleg as heck. But I'm thinking maybe, you know, that style might come back because a lot of people are trying to, you know, limit their funds and stuff like that. And that's another things I want to talk to you guys about, but it's not going to be on this stream today. It's going to be about the state of e-commerce, or just commerce in general. I gotta answer a text real quick. Okay. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about the state of e-commerce, like offline and online stuff. Okay, so stuff like actual physical stores. I think I was talking about that a little bit 2 streams ago, but I want to talk to you guys about physical stores and you know, online stores, and the differences and where their strength and weaknesses comes in at. And how you guys, if you guys ever want to start a storefront, I know there's not a lot of people here starting a t-shirt shop, but I know there's not a lot of people starting a t-shirt shop, but I know there's a lot of people who, you know, would think about or are thinking about actually having like a physical location. Maybe it's for like printing and stuff like that, or a physical location for other things like that instead of taking on online orders. So Child of 83 said that she was that person was talking about bootleg designs like the DBZ Nike shirt and stuff like that. Yeah, that is starting to become a thing. But here's my real thing, like, and I don't want to go on this rant like this, but let me make sure everything is going on right. Here's the thing about those DBZ shirts and stuff like that. If you're gonna print it yourself, you know, and you print it and don't put it online, I'm 100% cool with that. Like, don't put it online, because if you put it online, then people are gonna buy it, and you know, when you get that money, you might get sued by, like, you know, Akira Toriyama. You might get sued by like Nike. You might, unless you have like the license for it, you know. That, I'm not gonna hate on you if you got the license for it or anything like that, but I will say watch yourself when it comes to that type of stuff, because, you know, just for the simple fact that, I mean, I think that stuff is real cool. I'm just gonna keep it real, but the simple fact is, you know, Dragon Ball Super is back. You know, Dragon Ball is back with Dragon Ball Super, and they're making money off that. And at the slightest moment, if they're like not making money, they're gonna shark you guys. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna come after your business. They're gonna say, you know, we didn't authorize this, so we want our money, want our cut for it. And I'm trying to prevent a lot of people from going through that, because, you know, that's a lawsuit. You know, you don't want that lawsuit. And normally, the real thing about lawsuits is the person with the most money is always going to win. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to hire the best, and they're going to hire somebody that's going to represent them, and you're in the wrong too. Oh man, you don't want to mess with that, right? So just stay out that game. And on top of that, the DBZ and Nike thing, right? So if Nike was just like, I'm gonna partner up with Dragon Ball, and we're gonna go ahead and sue this one person, man, you paying out 2 companies, and that's not something that you want to do. That's not something you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I don't know, like, that can even get even more complicated. Let's just say you was like, you know, advertising on, like, I don't know, Facebook or something, right? And you gave money to Facebook, you paid off Facebook for whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Akira Toriyama was just like, man, I want everything that you put into this, you know what I'm saying? So they're taking like your business, they're taking your advertisement, all the stuff you spent on advertisement. Man, look, just stay out of that. Sean Blake says, as far as tie-dye, I think I'm gonna try some as well. Okay, yeah, I think you guys should. I think tie-dye is actually coming back. Let's go into another store. I want to go into, what is that, Urban Outfitters? Or is that OU.com? Nope. How many of you guys still shop at Urban Outfitters? I honestly think Urban Outfitters is more for women than it is for men, but I want to talk about the website design on Urban Outfitters. Butterman Ranton says, "What's up, people? What's good, Butterman?" Child of 83, have you ever heard of T shit? I can't say the S word, get demonetized. T Stuff Kings from NYC, who pioneered graphic hip hop tees in Harlem in the 80s. I haven't heard about that, but I think that's going to make a good video, so I'm going to go ahead and take note of that and talk about that. All right. Okay, so here's Urban Outfitters. And you know what? This is a good time to talk about things. Let me see if I do this, does it give you guys more of this? See what happens. No, it kind of took y'all out the game just a little bit. Let me see. I'm going to try to fix up the screen so you guys can see more of what's going on here. Okay, so you guys see this front page for the women, right? Oh man, so it was t-shirt. Alright, yeah, hella typos, man. You're gonna get me demonetized saying the S word like that. Before I talk about this, I want to see what you guys are saying in the comment section. So Lupe Romero says strive to survive. Oh, and that's his name. People buy from me when I share my story in person because there is a connection, but the connection doesn't seem to be there on my website. Would be great. Appreciate you. Yeah. So here's the thing about, and that's another thing about the online shop experience. So I want to go to somewhere else real quick. Let's say I'm just going to generic spots, right? And let's just say we go to men. We're going to men, and we're going to graphic tees. Okay. And let's just say, I don't know, we going to this short sleeve little shirt. I think this is what, New York or whatnot. See, androgynous man, right? This is an androgynous man. Looks a little bit feminine, but hey, he's a model. Let's data mine this man. There's a lot of code in here. There's a lot of bad code here. All right, but you guys normally when you guys data mine, if you guys ever decide to start data mining, I want you guys to start looking for the back end. And when you look in the back end, look for the description and the keyword tags and stuff like that. So it'll say meta property, OG description, content, and you know, whatever description is. Or it'll say meta property, OG description, I think it's like keywords. No, OG keywords and then content, and it'll be like a bunch of keywords, stuff like that. This is how you would share your story, right? You put it in the description, and then other things like, let's just say, I can't even find another one. Well, this is for the this is Open Graph. The content keywords. So right here in this little section, if you guys can see the highlighted, this is what I'm talking about. Here in the title it says, you know, like American Eagle sleeve, graphic tees, ebony. I'm not sure if ebony is referring to whatever, not the right stream, But American Eagle Online, I mean American Eagle Outfitters, they got the title, they have the description, right? And it says comfortable and cool, style never felt so good, which could be better, right? They can say, they can give a little story, whatnot. They have up to like, I don't know, I think it's like 5 lines of things to say, and within that, that's a nice little story to be shared, right? Or you can keep it as small as this, right? And then they have keywords like layout, meta keywords, but their keyword sucks. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. But in this time, in this little spot right here, you can put in keywords that are supportive and stuff like that. You can put in a nice, 5-line or 5-sentence. No, I'm just gonna say 3-sentence like description, you guys. That's what you can put that at. Yeah, coding does make people go, left and right. But here's something else that a lot of people don't do that I think, what was it? Drop Dead Co. was, no, not Drop Dead Co. Urban Outfitters, not Urban Outfitters. What was that? Supreme New York. I think Supreme New York is doing this, and I just want to check before I, start saying anything. Let's go into the news section. Yeah. Here's something that a lot of people don't do that I think you guys should probably start doing, is like making your own blog. Okay. And when you blog about something, you'll be able to blog about the t-shirts that you guys have, and that gives you more keywords. And not only that, for somebody like you who are, getting more purchases through people who are, loving your actual story, making a blog post and then linking in your blog post your t-shirt that goes back. It's called the funneling system. And I hate to say that, because my funneling is usually offline and it brings it online and stuff like that, and then that goes into a sale. You can funnel people from a blog. All you need is like 30 posts. And that 30 posts can be of anything, right? Like, as long as it's, targeted about what you're doing. So if you're very niche related, make a blog. And then within those blogs, start talking about your t-shirts, talking about your story of what your t-shirt is, make sure that your keywords are on that t-shirt. Make sure that your keywords in that blog post. And as you keep going and people start subscribing to that blog post, they're going to start seeing more of your t-shirts, and your t-shirts are just going to pop off like that, right? But that's what I was trying to say. I was looking at the back end, looking at the source view and stuff like that. But I was just trying to see what their source was saying. And I kind of feel like that's another thing about the state of like online versus like the state of offline and stuff like that. Because online, you could be a more of a beast online if you did it offline, and that's just my thing. So before I continue, I just want to look at other things. My bad. Is it hard to do tie-dye styles? Actually, no, it's not. If you make a tie-dye shirt, now it is hard to be consistent, make one shirt that's tie-dye look like the next shirt that's tie-dye, but you can make a tie-dye t-shirt and then come back and put the design on top of it. That's not hard to do. A band I'm friends with would buy a screen printed. A band I'm friends with would buy screen printed shirts, then tie-dye them with print. Said it worked and didn't affect the print. That's dope. YouTube it is simple. Yeah, Supreme get bootlegged all the time. As a matter of fact, it's just a style, It is just a style. I won't do it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about American Eagle real quick. So, outside of looking at their source now that we're here, I don't even want to look at them. We're going to go back to UO. I want to talk to you guys about landing pages, and that's, I've been talking about landing pages for a while, right? I've been, every time I do like a review or something like that, I always ask people, why aren't you guys utilizing the landing page? Because this actually takes people to stuff that they need to see. Like, let's just say we're looking for graphic t-shirts. You see how like this looks like it's a picture compilation? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that just a little, engaging? Doesn't that make you want to click on it? I know there's a lot of men in here, so we're gonna go into like, the men's side. Let me click on men instead. Like, don't this stuff make you guys like want to check this stuff out? I mean, it might be busy, But look at this type stuff, you know. Let's see. Any advice for self-taught graphic tee designers just starting out? Sometimes I see other people's work and I get bummed out. Man, look, your style is your style. Are you a designer as far as like, are you doing work for other people, or are you a designer that's doing work for yourself? I feel like licensed t-shirt collabs are lazy. I miss days of Marvel, Echo. Those shirts were fresh. Now Primitive Skate got the illest DBZ collabs right now, in my opinion. Yeah. I kind of feel like licensed tees are kind of like, you know, lazy nowadays. I feel like they're just getting the back end. But you know what? They probably have to, like, people who are licensing these t-shirts and stuff like that probably have to, like, you know, purchase more or put more dollars down on something, because, you know, that's a hot commodity for other people. So they're gonna be like, yeah, man, we want more than like the $100 that we're gonna ask you for. We're gonna want the 100,000 now. Can you buy this license and stuff like that? It's not really worth it sometimes. So they're gonna get like this, you know, lazy design or whatnot. And I mean, that's 100% cool too. Okay, so you're doing graphic tees to sell. Man, look, your style is your style, right? And I feel like if you're a graphic designer already, are you a graphic designer? I think you said you were. No, you're a self-taught tee designer. As you start evolving and getting stronger in your style or whatnot, you'll see that people will follow you for that, okay? Like my pop heads, you know what I'm saying? My pop head designs. People really like that, you know, a lot. And the more that they see it, the more familiar they get with it. And the more that you do it, the more you're able to evolve and become more of a better designer. So as you keep going, as you keep getting, you know, and actually start finding a style inside of it, you know what I'm saying, learning that actual craft. It's almost like it was like a Japanese parable or something like that I read a long time ago. It was like a guy wanted to grow a bamboo stick. No, he wanted to take his bamboo stick and grow a tree out of it. So what he did was he planted it. And every day at the exact same time, with the exact same amount of water, he would go and water that plant for, I think it was like 10 years straight. And then it actually grew into a tree. And I think that's what you got to look at this like, you know, if you're a graphic tee designer and you're doing it for your own company just to sell and stuff like that, you want to be able to grow your style and keep it growing and keep it getting, you know, keep that consistent look and whatnot, or even modify it just so slightly to where it looks a little bit more professional to you. And then as you keep going, people are going to be like, I get it, I really like this, you know what I'm saying? Add some little unique messages to it or whatnot. You know, really take the time to practice your craft, and you'll be as dope as whatever everybody else say. I want to have my own boutique of graphic tees, and we'll keep it going. You know, a boutique is almost like an art, like, what is that? A gallery, an art gallery. So, man, if like you have your own boutique of graphic tees, you got your own little art gallery, man. So you good to go. Yeah, but like I was saying here, you guys, this is an engaging spot. Very engaging. They don't play around when it comes to these banners and stuff like that. And then on top of that, look, they have their unique hashtags here. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you guys need for some of y'all stores, stuff like that. I'm not sure if there's any you know, people here with an actual store. I do want to do some some store reviews. So if you guys have some, you know, leave it here in the description or the live chat, and we'll definitely talk about it. But it's just where we're at. Yeah, I know I just hit you with a bunch of like knowledge. I hit you guys with a bunch of knowledge and some encouragement. So hopefully you guys are gonna build from off of that. I would love to see some more original stuff. Like, I mean, I know people are familiar with old things, but bring in some new stuff. I think that's the state of everything right now. Like the state of rap. You know, mumble rapping came out in 20. I mean, I guess Future was kind of like the very first mumble rapper, but then like as time went on, in 2013, Migos came out, and when Migos came out, they took the mumble rap game to a whole new level, and now everybody's doing that, copying that. But if somebody like Bow Wow was to come back, if you know, Snoop Dogg was to drop like, you know, a track or something like that, I would even dare to say if Chingy was to come back today, and he would run the game. He would run the game because he's an original. He has that old school style and stuff like that. He got bars. I mean, he didn't have bars then, but I'm pretty sure he got bars now because, you know, his style is like in that St. Louis style, the crazy, you know, whatever. He has that voice for it and stuff like that. I would dare to say if Chingy came back, he'd do it. Ludacris came back, he'd do it. Bow Wow came back. It's just about being an original person, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving. If you got that link, drop the link in the in the chat box, and I definitely will look at some people's stuff. Let's see. It's because everybody has access to tech now, but don't use their creativity. They just go for what's trending. That goes for music and art. Yep. That is exactly it, man. That is exactly it. And with that, it's kind of been, I would say that I've kind of slowed down on giving like design tutorials as far as like t-shirt design tutorials go. But I'm gonna get back into it. It's just, I think one time I seen somebody like copy my exact design tutorial, but I was like, dang, that's kind of why I put it out there, is for people to have more you know, of an inspiration. But it was like a straight copy, and I was just like, I don't know, man. It's conflicting, you know what I mean? Like, people look for ideas, and then when they get it, they copy the elements so much that it's not even theirs, you know? And it's just what it is, you know? So it's where it goes. But let's go into another shop. So let me think about a shop that I think is actually winning. We're gonna go into Vans. How many of you guys utilize video? Like, how many of you guys actually utilize video? Yeah, tutorials, I mean, it's cool. It's like a win-lose situation with the tutorials. Like, yeah, you want to teach people how to do things, but you don't want to give them too much. So like, you give them like, you know, templates and stuff like that, you know, so where they can like emulate the style, but then you're kind of like giving up your template as well. So it's like, you could be making your own money off of it, but at the same time, like, it is what it is. So I'm not really upset about it, but it is what it is. Yeah, you know what? This video is I guess it's an actual, I don't know, it might be like a mini movie or like a little series or whatnot that they're doing. TNT Advanced Prototype Tested and Approved. They might be doing like a little small commercial here and there or whatnot. I think H&M was doing small commercials with Kevin Hart and stuff like that. So, but you know, these aren't that hard to make, and I'm probably gonna make a few of them. But you guys, once you get into like, you know, buying a real actual camera and stuff like that, dang, I wanted to show you guys this as I was scrolling down. But this is just their landing page. It's just their front page, right? But as you guys kind of like scroll down, you get like the shoes and stuff like that. That kind of moves when you touch them too. Like, that's pretty cool. You know, this is the shopping experience that people are that we're talking about a lot, and in the AIGA and stuff like that. So when we come down here, like they have like these shoes that are shooting out fire from the side, like, and that almost looks real, you know what I'm saying? That looks pretty cool. And as you go, this is more stuff that pops up, you know. Like, you guys got to make these shops look fun, you know. Like, how fun is your website? What does it do for people when they see your shop? Like, what do people feel when they get to your shop? You know, do they feel like they're going through something? Does it feel natural for them to see like shirts and stuff like that? Like how this shirt and this jacket and hat came up. That was natural, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an actual campaign as a landing page, you know what I mean? And then you can shop by things like shop by men, shop by women, you know, shop by kids and stuff like that. You can find, you know, skateboard stuff and, you know, just all that extra stuff to come along with it. This is the website experience that, you know, a lot of people would like to have. And it's not even that hard to do, because in a lot of people's templates and stuff like that, like if you was on Squarespace, you can have a video in the beginning of this. You know, you can make your own video, and then you can have these scroll effects. You know, you can have like pictures and stuff like this just all around. These GIF animations, like this little animation here with the what does it say, True Geo or something like that. That little axe that's kind of cutting up and down. This can be made in Photoshop right now. You know what I mean? All this stuff is done. You can make this small stuff, these little small animations, and they're just pictures flashing back and forth, right? This little star on the side next to this shoe, you know, that's telling you, hey, the shoe tour is the future of the skate shoes. So they're having a new shoe come out, you know what I'm saying? And all this is just like, you know, a few pictures flashing back and forth. So you guys can do this. It's nothing hard to do, you know. It's just you guys gotta make y'all shop look better, you know, make y'all shop a little bit more inviting. And when you do that, you know, people get that experience. They just want to stay on it. They want to stay on it, and that's gonna help you rank. You know, people go to, like, you know, let's just say we're gonna go to this shirt right here. You know, the experience from the last page was so good that now we're just looking at this shirt. You know, at this point in time, maybe we want this shirt. You know, how much was it? $30, I think it said. Let's data mine real quick and see what it actually says in the page source. So, unlike, you know, what was that, American Eagle that we was looking at? They have cleaner code, okay? You know what I'm saying? But the open graph, I'm looking at the open graph. We're looking at the regular metadata and stuff like that. They have a title, you know, the long sleeve shirt, the description. And the description is what? 1, 2. There are 2 sentences, right? Was that Trujillo LS t-shirt, comma, part of the Tony Trujillo. I don't even know who. Am I saying his name right? Signature collection is made 100% cotton, right? And, you know, I want to put you guys on something, but I'm gonna look this up in a second. Model is 6 feet tall and wearing a medium size, or size medium. I want to look at these ranking keywords real quick. So let's just see, you know, how much that actually ranks. 100% cotton gets a search of like 1,000 people per month at a cost per click of $1.14, and the competition right now is not that high. It is mid tier, so they're getting a lot of they're probably getting a good, maybe what, let's ballpark that. What's 75% of 100, which is 750. I'm over here looking. They're probably getting about 750 views a month. You know what I'm saying? With just that keyword, 100% cotton. You know what I mean? They don't even have keywords here. Like, they took the keywords out. But if they were to put the keywords in that keyword, but they don't even need to use that. If they use the description, and see, that's something else that we used to talk about in design school, was, are keywords like worth it? You know what I mean? Are keywords even worth it anymore? Because, like, let's just say, I don't know, you can have a very keyword heavy description, you know what I'm saying, and not use keywords, but those keywords from the description are going to get searched too. As a matter of fact, key phrases pretty much the description, if you think about description, is more like key phrases than it is like key words. You know what I mean? A lot of people look for made with 100% cotton. You know what I'm saying? 100% cotton is not one keyword. That's a key phrase. You know, 6 feet tall is a key phrase. Size medium is a key phrase. You know what I'm saying? This guy's name is a key phrase. Signature collection is a key phrase. It's not a key word, so technically that's what people are looking for more. But key words would be like cotton, you know, collection, signature, medium, stuff like that. So in this instance right here, they're probably like, well, we want more key phrases than we do key words, so they're not going to put key words in the content box or anything like that, but they will use key phrase. And that's something that you guys can look into. But hey, people freaking, you know what I'm saying, blog this, you know, they blog about Vans almost every day. You know what I'm saying? You can go on anywhere right now, look up Vans, and that's not even like Vans is, when I think about Vans, I'm thinking about like a trailer, you know, soccer moms and stuff like that. Man, you could just, I don't know, you could look up anything, but when you come to Vans, they're going to take you straight here. Vans.com will take you straight to this website. Vans anything. You can look up Vans right now. They're looking at off the walls. Let me look at the chat. I totally agree. Let me scroll back up. Understand what you mean, so I start not copying any tutorials. All right. It's one thing if someone copies, but because they're drawing inspiration from you, that makes you happy. But when they copy to be lazy, that's another thing. Yeah, copying is just copying. No. Lupe says, maybe not correctly, but I do. All right, that's not a problem. Like, I don't mind. Like, it's like I said, the whole copy thing, like, I've seen somebody copy me down to a T, you know what I'm saying? And it just looked bad. But then there's other people who, you know, kind of like make their own little inspired design off it, which is pretty cool too. Which is not a problem or anything like that. I followed a few of your tutorials, and that's good, man. Follow my tutorials. I don't mind that at all, you know. When you copy exactly everything exactly, it's not the original. Feels boring. Yeah, it kind of do feel boring when you copy something. I'm not using it on my shop. Videos sometimes don't work. Everybody's browser and the internet. Yeah, you should always have like a fallback image in your video, so like just in case the video doesn't work, you know, an image comes up under it or whatnot, and you know, that goes from there. Sometimes you shouldn't make the video just an automatic video that is playing on its own. Like, you can have the play button or whatnot, and then people can play it and stuff like that. But if not, have like a thumbnail, you know what I'm saying, like a fallback like image there waiting for it, and that works out better. Let's see. But I realize I need to do my own design style. Yeah, your own design style will make you who you are. This doesn't cost that much. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not sponsored by Squarespace. They don't ever sponsor me. As a matter of fact, they don't even respond to me. I don't know what's up, man. But Squarespace, man, look, if you need a Squarespace site, you can get it. And Squarespace is pretty easy. I would like to say it's pretty easy. There's a learning curve. Like, you won't get it at first, but once you, like I say, give it, like, they give you 14 days to mess around with it. I'd say make a site. If you don't get it in 14 days, make another site, delete that site and make another site, and then just keep going from there. But within that 1 month of you doing that, you will learn Squarespace, and that Squarespace site will be easy to make and stuff like that. You'll see how easy it is to make something like this. Let me just go on their back end one more time just to see what they're doing. I think they coded this one. I'm pretty sure Vans have enough money to code this. Yeah. Yeah, Vans coded this one, so let's go into another song. let's see here. Calf press allows you to change things around, but I have no clue. Do that. I've leveraged little skills in that department. Yeah, I haven't. Somebody else asked about calf press, but I've thought about it. I heard about it, but I've never done anything with it because I'm not really with. I don't know. I'm not really with it yet, but I'll definitely check it out. I'm new to your channel. Enjoy the content. Thank you. Hey, from the edge to the ledge, from the edge to the ledge, man, I'm here for you, man. So thank you for subscribing. I'm glad that you did, and I'm here to help. If only I knew how to do this, I would. Tutorial, please. I have, so a lot of this stuff I will be doing. All right, so let's just say this. Once I get to 30K, okay, once I get to 30,000 subscribers, I will do a website. I'll make a website straight up on, I wouldn't say on live. Do I want to do it on live? You know what, forget that. I make it to 25,000. I'll do a live. Do I want to do it on live or do I want to just make a video? I think I'll do it on live. I'll figure it out. So you guys, I guess whenever this video comes out, because I'm not going to look it in the chat box or anything like that, in the comment section, you guys let me know if you guys want me to do it live or not. I'll make a website that looks similar to this or whatnot, you know, not really, you know, in its nature, but I'll definitely make a website that has these like these little elements or whatnot that are popping up and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do it on Adobe Muse. I'm not gonna do it from code because I know a lot of people won't understand code or anything like that. Look, there's their blog right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you guys, add a blog, add that news section to y'all's website because that's gonna help you guys rank. This is gonna give you more content, more leverage on y'all's websites. Let me see. The Van site is stupid Tumblr page, and it's low key genius. Yeah, it is pretty. The Vans, yeah, Vans is pretty low key balling, man. I'm just gonna keep it real. How do you view that? How do I view the code? Well, if you are on Chrome or whatnot, you can go into, I think it's like, what is it? View developer, and then you can go into view source. Okay, so if you go at the top, down to view, go down to developer, and then you can view the source, and it'll bring up that. Let me see. Thanks. I don't copy, I do videos. That's what's up. My boy get married last month. Olive, so groomsmen, got black Vans, blue laces. We wore them to the wedding. Man, that's balling. I ain't gonna lie to you. Squarespace or Shopify? Actually, I think Shopify actually works with Squarespace. Matter of fact, let me go on to Squarespace. I haven't done Squarespace in a while. There's a lot of people's websites right now who are YouTubers who are built off of Squarespace. I'm gonna keep it real. Bring up my old Squarespace site. Let's see if I can even view it anymore. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, so back when I started, and dang, I was kind of upset that because the video, the thumbnail was taken down. But you could, like I said, you can have like a video back here, you know, and you know, that engages people to check things out. It was something that, you know, a lot of people can see before they go onto the website. You can look at it like that, but it didn't work out too well. I guess the image is gone because the website's not up anymore. Yeah, the image is broken now. So let's go into the home. Let's see. Was it apparel? Let's see. I think it was. See, this website was a little lazy, but you see that, like, the video plays. I think this was more like me trying to get graphic designs or getting more subscribers. So I put the I put the video in the background. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you could just do right there on Squarespace. So like exactly what is going on right here is exactly what I had going on right here. This was a video from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What was I saying though? I was talking more about the Squarespace Shopify thing. Let me close this down. Commerce. Yeah, I have to upgrade to get it again. But whoop. There's orders. Whoops. Yeah, I think they let you. Let me go into Shopify. If I remember correctly, they had like Squarespace like in here. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so Squarespace and Shopify works together, like I thought. But it's $9 a month. Let's see. Let's see. My website is through WordPress, but I prefer Squarespace. Family created my website, and I will get their feelings hurt, but I need to use a website that I can control and work myself. Yeah, that's the reason why I actually left the CMS. Like I stopped messing with Squarespace. I was working with Wix back when Wix wasn't even popular, and then I stopped working with them because I was breaking my site every time I did something with them. And then I moved to WordPress, but I was like, man, forget WordPress. You know, like it's too much. And you know, if the developer doesn't update their stuff, then your website breaks down and stuff like that. And then I moved to Squarespace. And I like Squarespace, but man, it's things that I want to control myself. Like I want to make it look a certain way, you know. And unfortunately, they just don't. It's like I think they said it's like the iPhone of like website builders, you know. So Squarespace is good sometimes, but not all the time, you know. So I moved to what is it? I got a book in coding. I was learning coding. Actually, give me a sec, you guys. I'm gonna get it to you. Alright. It's this book right here, you guys. I got this book right here specifically to learn how to code. And it taught me a lot of things. I'm not even gonna lie. I got $1 in here. Oh, I put $5 in here. This is mine. But yeah, it taught me how to code, and I learned that, and then I went into like JavaScript and stuff like that, and it taught, you know, pretty much this book and a lot of books taught me how to like JavaScript and all that. And then it taught me how to build websites, so I can actually build websites through code, which is why it's easy for me to view the source and understand what's going on. But then I was like, well, bump that. If there's Adobe Muse out there, like I'm always just gonna go to Muse and just kind of like design it out, because I'm doing all that stuff in Photoshop already. So let me just go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? So Adobe Muse, knowing code and stuff like that, knowing how to put elements in different spots and stuff like that, to where it doesn't break down your website, and just being able to build stuff out like that, man, it's the best thing in the world. Just to have your own website that you coded and it looks good on your own. You guys want to see that book title one more time? It's it's called HTML and CSS. Here, I'll put it up. Let's see. Hey man, I don't comment much, but I love your contact. Thanks for the help. Thanks for helping us get our game going for real. No problem, man. No problem, and thank you. I'm definitely always gonna be there for you guys. I'm starting up a lifestyle brand soon and signed up for Bluehost for a year. Is that a mistake? Bluehost is a hosting site, so if you got a website that you're designing or something like that, you're pretty much good, you know. You're doing a CMS. If you're doing a CMS like WordPress, Squarespace, or Wix, then you probably wasted your money. But If you're hosting, if you're designing your own website from like Dreamweaver or Adobe Muse or something like that, you're good, man. Don't worry about that. Thanks. Knowing code helps you. Is on PHP and you control everything. Yep. You know, knowing code is a not even just, that's just a good thing to sit back and, you know, talk to somebody. Like, that says a lot when you can sit back and talk to somebody in JavaScript, or you can talk to somebody in like HTML. You know what I'm saying? Like, just going through and being like, you know, where's the keywords located on here? Okay, where's the body copy located in here? Okay, this script is in the head. You know what I'm saying? And this script controls what? You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff right here, it's once you learn that structure and you're just like, oh man, I get this. I can go in and I can kind of fix this stuff out. I can tell you maybe why your website is not like performing as much as you want it to perform. I can go through and, you know, this div tag can, you know, header container, you know, like what's in this header container. And even just knowing, just kind of looking at this, I can even see just like where this stuff is going, and we can have conversations about it. Like, I'm a code nerd, but I don't like to use code because code kind of takes my time away from other things like designing. You know what I mean? But, and then I know that a lot of people don't like markup and stuff like that. But just looking at this stuff is, you know, taking me back. And I learned all this from like a book, okay? I didn't have like a teacher and stuff. Like, I didn't go to school to learn HTML. I learned it from this book right here. And this book gave me some great like knowledge, some great, you know, conversation and stuff like that. Like, I love this book. I don't know, man. How many of you guys want me to talk about HTML on the channel? How many of you guys want to learn HTML and CSS on the channel? Let me know in the chat box. We're gonna go into another website. Would you mind checking out my Facebook page for my graphics? I'm not doing Facebook graphics, but it won't be this next stream. It'll be 2 streams from now. I'm gonna do graphics again. I'm gonna review people's graphics online. I think this next stream I'm gonna do a drawing. I'm gonna do another drawing. So I want to do a drawing challenge, and I didn't want to talk about this yet, but I'm working on a few drawings, a few little sketches here and there. Dang, you guys. Let me put this up real quick so you guys can see it. Let me know if y'all can see it. But this here was a year ago. I did a ram. I did an Aries design, okay, that I was proud of back then, but I'm not too proud of today, if that makes sense. So what I want to do is I wanted to redesign it, and I want to give you guys kind of like a redesign project or whatnot that I'm doing on live next week, Friday. So I'm gonna, because a lot of people didn't come today with the what is it, the freaking websites or anything like that, I'm going to do maybe like 2 or 3 web designs, so you guys definitely have your website links and stuff ready. But then after that, I'm going to be doing that. So that's something we're going to be doing next week. Let's see. Hell yeah, I would love to see that. Definitely. That's too cool. I mean, that's true too. Coding will take time. Yep. A good site for ODing is Code Academy. I know a little about, but I'm not a pro. Code Academy. Yeah, Code Academy is pretty cool. Do I have a landing page? Actually, I'm finna redesign the website low-key, because not really too happy with it, but I myself do have a few landing pages. This is what my website looks like right now. And here's some landing pages. So boom, you have like this right here. You have nothing left imperfect. This is where I got featured. And then don't forget to smile today, which is taking you guys to my Smiley Outfitters merch, which is a person and another person. And hey, look, these are my mock-ups that you guys can get from like Patreon and stuff like that. So don't forget y'all smiles today. Landing pages. Okay, click on this. It takes you to another landing page, which is, you know, are you going, which region you're going to, United States or Canada. We're going to go to United States. And then, you know, 2 engaging pictures. Are you a girl or are you a boy? This is a little bit too much, but, you know, it is what it is. And then stuff like this. But I'm going to really change up this because I really didn't get I didn't really get a good grasp on like this, because by the time I got to this page right here, I was just tired of it all. You know what I'm saying? I was just tired of designing, and I was like, I can go back and fix this stuff up later. Let me see. Let's see. I did it. I wouldn't let me drop it on the chat. It wouldn't let you drop it in the chat. Well, if it's not letting you drop your link in the chat, I think tweet it out to me. I would say send it to me on Twitter. Okay, yes. So you guys are gonna have to follow me on Twitter if you guys aren't following me on Twitter. I hate to say that because I don't like using Twitter, but if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I am loyal. It's my girl's birthday today, so boom, happy birthday. Notification gang. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and, you know, send me a link to y'all's websites and I will look you guys up. I didn't know that. Let's see. Nice. Where do you get the pics of the models? Well, at this point in time, I'm actually working with different models, but if you want pics of different models, you can always go to Pixabay. So what is it? Pixabay.com. And you can always get some royalty free stock images. So let's just say you need a model. Okay, a model woman. You can find all these different women or whatnot, and you can take pictures. You can use their picture, their image. They don't mind because it's royalty free. So now, if you actually want some, if you want some of my stuff, some of the stuff that I'm working on, you can always get it from my Behance site, which is behance.net/IamLoyal, and you can get some of my stuff that I'm working on. I actually put my stuff on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys need my Patreon site, you can definitely get my stuff from off of Patreon. This is where I put like all of my mock-ups, because I don't just make mock-ups for myself. I make mock-ups for the community. So if the community ever needed some mock-ups, like this just came out, you know. Let me click on it. I think I clicked on it too fast. Where'd she go? Anyways, I make mock-ups for the community, and it's pretty realistic. I think this stuff looks really good. If you're a little t-shirt or whatnot, you know, and you can change the color and the graphic and all that stuff, and it looks good. Yeah, Upsplash is pretty good. That's why I got some pictures from Upsplash. I really like it. Let's see. Do you use JavaScript in your coding or pure HTML, CSS? Actually, JavaScript, I do use JavaScript. JavaScript is good for like integrating. So let's just say your shop is in Shopify. No, that's CSS. Well, no, JavaScript. Let's just say your Shopify shop is, you know, over there, and you want to integrate it into like your regular website. Well, you would just pull the JavaScript code and stuff like that from there, and you can paste that into your code, your HTML header, and that'll generate the shop from there to, you know, your actual website. Same thing for like, you know, anything else like another print on demand service, something like that. Like I did this for what was that, Spreadshirt. I did that integration on Spreadshirt one day, you know what I'm saying, in a video. So you guys should check that out. I can't remember what video it was called, but yeah, JavaScript is pretty cool. And sometimes they provide that JavaScript code, you know. This would be pretty good for people who got what is it, blogs from like other places, Blogger, or you know, other stuff like that. And you want to integrate your blog from there into your actual website, so you don't have to build out, you know, different pages for your blog or anything like that. You can just integrate it using JavaScript. And JavaScript, yeah, JavaScript will give you some great animations as well. Do I know any screen print companies that let you print on sleeves? Do I know any personal like screen print companies? No. Well, I do, but I don't think they have websites like that. They're kind of still old fashioned, which I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need. Oh shoot, I'm getting tired. I don't need that that screen print company that's gonna be, you know, all about it, you know what I'm saying, on the website and all that. I just need something that's local, home based, I can go to, and they're my plug. They're my plug legitimately. Do I know any that just prints on sleeves? I know some PODs that prints on sleeves. I think Spreadshirt still prints on sleeves. I don't like Zazzle. Don't use Zazzle. Zazzle kind of sucks. But yeah, there's some stuff, some print on demands out there that'll let you print on the sleeve. Place It get their pictures from Unsplash. I get some of my pictures from Unsplash, you guys. So let me go back to Behance real quick. Like all of these pictures here, these are Unsplash pictures, okay? So if you guys need like a hat design mock-up, oh yeah, man, you know what? I'm gonna say this now. Like, if you guys need some of this stuff, like this is an actual hat that I used, but you guys can get it from my Behance site. So you can either, you know, become a patron. You need some of my mock-ups, you can become a patron, and you can get it for $5, or you can buy it now for $20. You know what I'm saying? And you can have those mock-ups, and it's all ready to go. But yeah, this is a pretty good mock-up. I kind of like the way this looks. Right, for animation and dynamic fully functional sites. Yeah. I don't think a website should be built completely out of JavaScript. It's gonna slow down. And you know, a site that is made completely out of JavaScript is Facebook. Okay, and how many times has y'all's Facebook? How many times they updated Facebook for functionality, right? So I mean, yeah, you can use, you know, PHP and JavaScript for the entire site. You know what I'm saying? And it'll look good. It's gonna look good. It's gonna function well and all that stuff. It's gonna update like, you know, immediately and all that stuff. But it's gonna slow down. It's gonna crash. You're gonna have some problems and stuff like that. Things aren't always gonna work right. So using just regular HTML is good. You know, some of those HTML commands do look good, and you know, styling it with a cascading style sheet is gonna make it look good as well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what CSS is for. Is, you know, style. And now you can. I think nowadays you can get some animations through CSS as well. Shopify. Printful. I think Printful. How many of you guys heard of Printful yet? Or have not yet, but have ever heard of Printful? I think there's some spots in Printful that will allow you to like put on the sleeves. You can put this stuff on the sleeves, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna give you guys a Printful tutorial soon. It's not gonna be one on live, but it definitely will be one. Let's see. So you sent me something, Garage Guy. See, in the notifications, I'm just looking for somebody to send me a website. Once somebody sends me a website, we are in there. Yeah, you guys should look at Printful. Printful is it's a spot that designs the shirt, and it's free, by the way. So it designs the shirt, and then you can use Shopify to sell the shirt, right? And get your commissions and all that. Oh shoot, my back. You guys, I'm gonna actually hop up off here in a few more minutes, man, because I gotta go do things. I don't think I told anybody, but I got a kid. I got a kid on the way. You know, I gotta make sure things are happening and moving and grooving in the right way. So I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I thought there would be people here that I can review sites for, but it doesn't look like, you know, anybody's coming on. Thanks, Sean. Thank you, guys. I'm actually really excited because, you know, it's a really good experience for me. I think it's gonna not only be a good experience, but it's also gonna push me a little bit harder to go harder. So having a kid is pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna look at one more. Nope. Frank G. We got, what, 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look at one more spot. I think Reebok.com. Yeah, you guys, if you haven't noticed, the landing pages are full effect on every website that we looked at. Full effect. And this is a really good one, because this one has text inside of it, right? A better you make, a better world. Celebrating women and transforming them. It makes you want to look at it, you know, get involved. And look at this girl fade and hair, like part, like her fade and part is on point, G. But yeah, get involved. You can click on that. I think there's something that you can donate to. Look at these pictures. Reebok is not playing with us. Reebok is no longer playing with us. And you guys, this is not even all that hard. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to screenshot this because I think I want to show you guys how to do this in Photoshop, so you guys can like get that. I think this picture right here specifically is not that hard to do, and you guys can emulate this in Photoshop at any time. Free your power, all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna make this one happen for you guys. If you guys want this, like all of this stuff right here, I can make this happen. That's gonna be something that's gonna be available on Patreon. It won't be something that I'm doing tonight, but you guys will be able to download that off of Patreon if you guys are following me on Patreon. I inboxed you on Twitter. Okay. You're gonna look at this one real quick, and this is gonna be the last one for the day. Go ahead and make a stretch. All right, so this is Jamal Lilly. He sent us his website. All right. Now, based off the stuff that we've talked about, Jamal, can you give us some context on what your website is about? I'm just gonna go through it real quick. So Yeah, this site is pretty laid out pretty well, like, you know, from the beginning of the top of it. And like I said, before I go in, let me just kind of look at the source real quick just to make sure that we're all on the same page here. This is a Shopify store. He has everything in here. So from the beginning of this, let's see, Fly Apparel. I think you need a I'm gonna talk about that some other time. Meta description. You got your description and stuff like that. That's really good. 1, 2. You got two sentence description. Official online store for flyer clothing and company. Pretty good right there. Doesn't look bad to me. Yeah, you look pretty good right there. Yeah, the logo at the top. I think that's a little too much white space at the top, though. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at other stuff that we have looked at, you know, is really tight, compact up there at the top. For you, it's a whole lot of, you know, white space. I mean, it's still kind of fly. I kind of like that. It looks pretty good. I like your logo, by the way. If you ever want to redesign, you can always holler at me. I like the way it looks right here. But if you ever want to redesign, let me know. See, we scroll down. You have your men, home, men, women, accessories, watches, collection catalog. Hey, you looking good right there. I'm questioning, and I just want to know if this is just, you know, my browser. No, it's not my browser. I'm questioning why the basket and the search, like the search is over here on the left and the basket is here on the right. I think maybe not really. Wait, that is where it's supposed to be. Okay. You could bring this search a little bit over here closer to the basket, and that should be on the same line as like all this other stuff, like the home, the women, the men, you know, the accessories and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's your fault or the template's fault, but it's kind of just out of place. It's kind of messing with me just a little bit. But I guess it's kind of throwing off that white space, because if this was, you know, in this actual line right here, all that white space would be it wouldn't be all that bad. So I think that's something that could be fixed on, but I don't know. You let me know. I like this picture right here. It looks pretty cool. It looks really Gucci like. Flyer apparel. You'll entertain us in a yes fly zone. So see, like, I want to show you guys. So at the top of this, products are being added every day. Welcome. At the top of this is what we would call in newspaper print the fold, right? But in the beginning of this, at the top of this, we only see, you know, just a little bit of that flyer apparel and whatnot. So I'm not sure if this is the template. Are you working off a template, Jamal? Jamal, if you're working off a template, let us know. But the picture right here gets cut off at the end, at the yeah, so you are working off a template. See, that's not much I can say about it, but the template, it cuts off like the fold here. So this this text right here doesn't get seen. I think this would be more of a header picture up here somewhere. But it still looks good, but when we're trying to engage people or whatnot, what I'm saying, this is not really it's a landing picture, but it's not really something that's taking anybody anywhere, to be honest with you. You're entering in a yes fly zone. Yeah, that's more of a header picture, a picture that goes at the top, a head picture, than a picture that's, you know, in the body of it all. It's more of like that, you know, title kind of like thing. New releases. Yeah, I like these shirts here. Are you working with okay, you working with school shirts and stuff like that. And I think I like that. Are you licensed to do this, Jason? Yeah, man, I need a new chair, man. My back is killing me, yo. Thanks. Oh man, you licensed to do this, or we gonna have to talk one day? Yeah, I think that you're doing some cool stuff with this right here. And what that's so these are HBCUs, and that's pretty cool. I was actually making a video about HBCU clothing, so I'm probably gonna holler at you pretty soon. Pretty gang, that's pretty cool. This Purple Rain print stuff, it's really good. I like what you got going on here, man. And then we can view all, so that's gonna take us somewhere else. So that's a landing page in its own, you guys. Having new releases, learn from Jason on this one. Having new releases, and you know, it's showing different things and stuff like that. They're scrolling down to a spot that says view all, and then you have shop collections and stuff like that. These are more landings, excuse me, these are more landing images than these were. I kind of feel like, let's see, what's this at the bottom? Always be original. I kind of feel like shop collections should be up here before the new releases, and you have the new releases down here somewhere. So all of this stuff right here could be up at the top, right up under here and stuff like that. So that's something that you could look into if you want to change that up. You don't have to. It works out better, but the reason why I say that is because these have images of people, and you can have like titles and then that shop men, or you know what I'm saying, like look at this girl, she has dreads, you know what I'm saying. Have I seen this picture before somewhere? Anyway, she has dreads and she's wearing a shirt of natural hair and stuff like that. Shop women. A lot of people would see that first and be like, boom, I want to buy that instantly, you know what I'm saying. Same thing with the hat and this little crop top tank. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go into the men's section in a second, but I want to look around somewhere. You have subscribed to our newsletter. I think that should be a little bit further down, but you have always be original. So it should low-key flow on your it should low-key flow like a story on your website. So you come in, you tell people, look, you know, Fly Apparel, you're entering to the Fly Zone, right? Boom, you got some images of, you know, your collection of people that look like something. So you got this man, he might look like me. Okay, this girl, you know what I'm saying, he might look like my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying, like these shop crops. Hey, my chick needs some crop tops and tanks. You know what I'm saying, a hat. So you got the whole thing laid out, and then we can see some new releases as well as we go down. Like boom, this FAMU shirt, man. I went to FAMU. Hey, I used to love Howard. I want to go to Howard. You know what I'm saying? Should tell a little story as we go. I can view all if I want to. And then, you know, always be original. You should have like a hashtag or something like that, like your own branded hashtag. That'd be really cool. Shop 700 AP, which look at that shirt, low key dope. Shop Bocane, you know, that's kind of cool right there, real clean. And then the newsletter, right? Like you got this join the mailing list right here, and you got another newsletter right here. Like that's not even a block. That's not even like 2 blocks away. Like you got that right there. So that's kind of overemphasizing it. You might even want to just take this one out, push this little section up, and then let them get that join mailing list at the bottom. That's pretty good. Let's go into the men's section real quick. Yeah, see, like this banner right here, it's kind of throwing me off because it should be up here, but then again, you got all this white space that's so clean up here, except for this what search button and this bag button, which should possibly even be on this line. I'm not sure if that's something you did, but do you see how like this looks right here? You know what I'm saying? Like it's the fold. So we know that we're in the men's section. It's this man. It says shop men. The fold is right there, so we can see what's going on. Okay, and then you have all these shirts and stuff like this little collection and all that really cool stuff. I would dare you to I dare you to like put these stuff into like, you know, categories. You know what I'm saying? So you have like shirts made in the 90s and stuff like that, and you have like a 90s collection of stuff. So like this Will Smith shirt, this mixtape shirt, you know what I'm saying, the old mixtape shirt. That could be a collection, you know what I'm saying, but you call it well, it's not a collection, it'd be a category. and you have another picture of a guy wearing some of this stuff, or you have like a graphic designer, design like a banner or something like that, or a little block or something that says like, essentials from like the 90s or something like that, something a little bit engaging that's going to make somebody click on it. Because if they see this like this, I mean, yeah, it's cool to look like it, but it's going to get lost in thought, you know what I mean? Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but just having like those banner ads or those banner landings or whatnot that people can still click on. Like, look at it like this: the more landings that you got, the more people are gonna be like, I want it, you know what I'm saying? So if you give it out too fast, they're not gonna take it in too well, you know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, my website is kind of like incomplete, but I'm taking that down. I'm gonna redo it. But I think that's something that you should like really look into. Same thing with like, this Obey shirt, which I've seen before. But you have some pop cultures, like boom, pop culture Obey shirt, boom, fight the power Obey shirt right here, boom, Panther logo shirt. That can be pop culture is right there. And then you have like work hard, make it happen, don't worry. That can be another collection right there. So you can have a whole lot of different banners, you know what I'm saying, like a 3-column banner, you know what I'm saying, that just, outlines exactly what you're trying to portray. That's pretty good though. Then you go into like the catalog and stuff like that. But I wouldn't go right into the catalog until you made it more of a mark to where it's like necessary for people. I wouldn't go straight into the category. I would just say, here's this, you know what I'm saying? You want some 90s type stuff, boom. You want some some pop culture type stuff, boom. You want some motivational stuff, boom, you know what I'm saying? And then sell those, or from there you have this catalog selection right here that shows everything, you know what I mean? Let that be where you're showing everything for men and women. But in this situation, we're looking at the experience. We want the better experience, to what's gonna engage people. But I think this is pretty good, man. You got something going on here. Let's go into the women's side, just in case. We got a few women on here. Women, yeah, man, you look pretty good here. You do. I would just Are you selling women stuff? Are you selling men and women stuff at the same time, like the same designs for women that you would for men? Because I think that might hinder you. Another thing that might hinder you that I'm just looking at and just kind of like hit me off tops was you have pricing. Like, what is going on with your pricing, bro? Like, okay, so let me know in the chat box right now. Would you buy something for $23, or would you buy something for $22.99, $22.95? I want to know right now how many people, if they had to buy a shirt for $18 versus $17.95, which one would they pick? Would you pick the $18 one, or would you pick the $17.95 one? $22.99? Yeah. You would buy the 23 beans. It's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, $22.99 and $23, but knowing that you're coming out to $22.99, knowing that you're coming out to $17.95 because of tax, you already know that that's gonna happen because of like and matter of fact, you don't really tax online, low key. You charge for shipping, you know what I'm saying? So we already know that's gonna be more than $23. You're tricking people's mind. Yep. Sean Blake said it. $22.99 is made to sound cheap. It's made to sound cheap. Made to sound like a deal. So these prices, like, I would consider scaling it back by a penny. You know what I'm saying? Scale it back by a penny. You're not really losing much. You know what I'm saying? It's just one penny. Let me look at this shirt real quick. I think, and I like this shirt. I think you should probably go into halftones on this. What if you're doing, Okay, so Fish and Dive Hawaii said, what if I'm doing free shipping for $50? Okay. That allows people to come in and buy like accessories, right? Are you saying from the total or from like just the shirt? Because I don't think I've ever seen anybody just, you know, if you get free shipping for a shirt that costs $50, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's always at the end of the transaction. If you're over $50, you get free shipping. But if you're at $49.99, that allows people to go into the accessory tab and pick up some accessories. Now, Jason, I'm getting on you because you got the accessory tab available, but no accessories. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you got to put some accessories in here, man. But yeah. What do you got? Watches? Do you got anything in the watches? I'm a watch man. You know, I got nothing in the watches. Yeah, so you should be straight, bro. I would say fix up your pricing, because your pricing is, what am I doing? What happened here? Okay, yeah. I would say fix up your prices, because you know that's gonna trick people's minds, and then on top of that, you know, especially if you're gonna do like deals and stuff like that, you know, $50 off, or you know, free shipping if for like, you know, $20 deals and stuff like that, and you're pricing things at $19.95, and then you can sell your accessories and stuff like that. It just kind of works like that. Halftone would be great, or faded color, yeah. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, you guys. I gotta go do some things. Got some late night stuff to do and some stuff that I promised. So I gotta go do that. But it was good hanging out with you guys. Next week I'm going to be designing live. So I'm gonna have a talk and draw, so you guys can ask me questions and stuff like that. And I'll be able to answer it, and we're gonna design together on some stuff. But with that being said, you guys, Jamal, thank you for the $3, bro. But with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna have to get up out of here tonight. So stay fresh, you guys. Stay amazing, stay creative, stay amazing, stay creative, but above all else, you guys, stay awesome.